What do you think of that? Just spin you around. I apologise in advance for the wobbly photography. All this is left-handed. Guess what? We wouldn't be going fishing today, even if my arm was good. What I am going to do, I'm going to nip in the garage, get on the boat, and we'll have a chat. I'll let you know what's going on. Scotland in the cold. I think it's about -3, hence the big jacket. So this is better than being outside in the snow, isn't it? Hey, get your boat in the garage, that's all right. Do you know what? I'll put a video together of me putting the bigger wheels on the trailer, and I've got the bigger wheels on, but I've also got it on axle stands. So the boat is so much higher up. I've had to use a pair of steps to get up. Now I don't think it's just because I got one arm in a sling. The old man can't get his leg over to get inside this boat. So here we are, we're sat in a boat, and I thought I would just say a few words about the arm. One or two people have been asking. It's just over a week since I had my fall. I've been and had a physio appointment, and they're kind of pleased that there's quite a bit of movement, but on the other hand they're saying, look, I think you might have torn some muscle. There's some rotator cuff issues going on here. You're probably going to have to see a specialist and just get it all checked out. So it's not going to be a quick fix, unfortunately, but that's just how it is. So we just have to work with it. I just thought I'd do an update about some of the content. I've been quite busy whilst I've been recovering. I've been sat in front of the computer. I've been looking at some of my old videos, stuff that I did prior to YouTube, and I thought, there's a number of occasions when I've said about fishing Falmouth, oh, I've been here before, or Loch Oar, I've been here before. So I had a dig back and I found one or two of the videos. When I was doing these videos just for friends, they were short videos. They might have only been about 3-4 minutes long, if that, you know, so short videos. And I've had to edit them. There was some songs on there that weren't copyright. So for the benefits of putting it onto YouTube without a copyright strike, I've re-edited things. Taken away some of the stuff that was the GoPro's ordinary software and things moving about that were very amateurish. So we've re-edited these. I've taken the music off. I've put some copyright okay music on it. I've had to do a bit of a voiceover as well because the music and the voice was all embedded together. So I thought you might like that, and I've called those the archive. They're only short, but it'll be something to watch over the next few weeks when I'm not able to get out on the bank. Just a few videos of the first time I launched the boat on Loch Oar. I think there's another one about coarse fishing over at Springvale Fisheries, and had a great day there and filmed that. And there are 3 videos of the first, second and third times that we went down to Cornwall, and you kind of see a bit of the progression of my skills and confidence that I've got handling the boat and that kind of stuff. What else? Oh, the biggest part of the update, and how can you forget? Thank you so much. We've reached a big milestone. We've reached 1,000 subscribers, and it's still growing. So thank you very much for that. When I first started putting the YouTube videos out, I had no idea if anyone was going to watch them, and I've had some great comments, so thanks for the comments, thanks for all the support. It's been really good to have you along and encourage me to keep putting videos out. Now, in one of my other videos, it was the video, I think it was the first video about the boat, the setup, is this the ideal boat? And yeah, I think it is. Somebody said, could you do a little bit of information about navionics and also your Garmin Striker fish finder? So it's a Garmin Striker 4. Now, I took a while to think about how I was going to do something about navionics, and I really enjoyed making that video. Do you know what? I learned quite a bit doing it. I found some new things that I discovered I didn't realise were on that programme, so that was really good. But it's not until you begin to explain something to somebody that you really have to get things very clear in your mind about how you're using it, to be able to put out a good video and say, this is how I use it. And it's going to be the same with the Striker 4, because there's a lot of features on there that I don't actually use. The fish finder side of it, what settings I've got on the fish finder, I'm very much a traditional user of it. Might be of some use. So I'm going to put this out as in the comments. You know, if you want to see any information about the Garmin Striker 4, if you're interested in that, well, I'll figure out how to do a video on it and kind of work things out. So that's the Garmin. Might get a lot of reflection on the screen or something, so I have to work that one out. Other jobs that need to be done. Well, I do need to do an engine run, make sure that the outboards are going okay. It's about 2 months since I ran them. It'll be a little bit longer because we can't get the garage door open because of the snow in front of it at the minute. Once we get some warmer, drier weather, yeah, we'll start the engines up, make sure that they're running okay. I'll double check the engine hours and things and make sure when it needs an oil change, oil and filter, and check the water impeller, that sort of thing, just to make sure everything's good for the season. The little motor, the little Suzuki outboard, I had that running a few weeks ago. It's very easy to just lift that one off and stick it in the wheelie bin and run him over. So that one's going okay. Will there be any work on the boat? Well, yeah, it always gets a polish. I do like giving the boat a good polish. I don't have any heavy duty polishing tools. There's a kind of buffery thing that I stick in the Black & Decker drill. What I tend to do is just polish it by hand, and having it in the garage here means that it's really easy to do that. You don't have to wait for a dry day. You can do it when you feel like it. Today is sort of like in the minus outside, but you know, with the jacket on, it's not too bad here in the garage. It's like, I'm not actually breathing condensation out, so it's not too cold in here today. I'll be doing some polishing. We do that left-handed, that's not a bother, so we get all that sorted out. Going back to the archive videos in Falmouth, there's going to be Falmouth 2024, it is going to happen. I was talking to my wife and she said, look, I know you really want to do Falmouth, so we will do it. Even if your arm's not right, I'll tow your boat down to Cornwall. She's never towed before. She said, as long as you're sat in the passenger seat, I'll tow your boat down there. If you can't drive it, if you can't operate the throttle, then I'll drive the boat. I'll be doing a little bit of fishing out the back of the boat because it doesn't involve casting. How about that? How about that? We are definitely going to be doing Fishing Falmouth 2024. So that's going to happen. Part of sat on the boat is like dream time, isn't it? You know, it's great in the winter. You just sit here. I think there's these places I could fish, those places I could fish, and we want to do this year. Take the boat here, take the boat there, and just checking through everything, making sure everything's okay, that everything's as it should be. I've got a battery charger. So I put the battery charger on a trickle charge. We've got 12.7 at the minute, so I think that's okay. Tends to get cold in the garage, you know, it's sat here not doing an awful lot, so turn the battery isolator switch off and just leave the battery there, and about every 3 weeks I'll just give it a few days on the trickle charge just to make sure that we've got plenty of power there. But so that's a starter come, you know, everything else battery. I only have the one battery on this boat. If the battery went flat, I can still pull the engine with a cord, so even though it's electric start, it's got a pull cord on it. So the boat itself is quite clean inside. I gave it a good scrub down before I put it away last year, and that's a really nice thing about, you know, I keep banging on about keeping boats in the garage, but it does make life a lot easier. There's a lot less cleaning, there's a lot less sort of scraping mould and old leaves off, and you know, weathering outside and UV on the hull and all that sort of stuff. If I am looking at bigger boats, I just remind myself, well, I wouldn't be able to get it in the garage. This is the max size I can put in my garage. For the amount that I use the boat, I think it's the right thing to do. It's easy to tow. I can actually hook it up and tow it out the garage. I just wish we got a few more really good slipways around the Aberdeenshire coast, and I'd bring you some more fishing, sea fishing from the boat here. I have actually been busy tying a few rigs up. For Christmas I was given a book on pike. I think it's called Pike Fever, and I need to be looking at that and having a good read through that one. I've got a few pike books, but that's a new one. Somebody spotted I hadn't got that on the shelf, so that's good. I also want to get the charts out and have a proper look around Falmouth as well, and do some web searching, and I quite like that. That's a really nice bit about fishing, is doing your research and trying to go out and find things. Last year it was really helpful because it was the bream fishing video, and I went to try to find the bream up the river, and a lot of really helpful comments came from that video. People were saying, you weren't where you thought you were, you needed to be a bit further up, or try this particular mark round by St Maur's. So there's lots of things there, and they've all been put away in the head, and I'll be trying those out this year. We'll see if we can get a bream aboard. That'd be really great. Never caught one before, so that would be dead handy. Looking forward to that. That would be a good trip. I just want to say thanks for your nice comments, get well soon and all that kind of stuff. Let you know that it is going to take a little bit longer. There is a bit of damage to the rotator cuff. I will be trying to get some videos out. Thank you very much for all the support and nice comments that I'm getting on the channel, so thanks very much for that. Yeah, it's been nice to show you the inside of the boat and talk through a few ideas. Please put in the comments if you think it's worth doing a video on the Garmin Striker 4. I'll try to keep the videos going. Look out for the archive videos, they're coming up fairly soon. I've got a few of those sorted out. That'll keep me busy over the next few weeks. And as I say, planning, dreaming, reading, all about fishing. What more can we do? Not getting bored. Okay, until we see you in the next video, tight lines from me and tail wag from Dee, who's inside by the fire as usual. Bye for now.